Alright, good morning. It is Friday, January 5th. I am headed to Carolina Beach State Park Marina today. We're supposed to have a big storm come in, or a lot of wind and rain on Saturday. So I wanted to get tucked into a marina and ride that out. Just get a break, clean up the boat, things like that. Coming in here to Topsail yesterday, the anchorages that were marked on Waterway Guide and Navionics were pretty sketchy. The wind was howling, they were exposed, there was somebody out there doing, I don't know what they were doing, they were doing something with the crab pots. My guess is they were picking up old crab pots that had been abandoned or something. But anyways, it was just too sketchy, so I had to keep going, and I wound up just stopping on the side of the ICW again. This was it was decent, but it went from like 8 feet down to about 4 feet, and I have a 3.7 draft, so it was fairly sketchy. I was lazy. I didn't want to set 2 anchors, so I just went for it. And when I actually reset the anchor to get a little farther out of the channel, off the edge of the channel, and when I was resetting the anchor, there's a dolphin came by, so I always take that as a blessing that I was doing the right thing. So I let it swing last night, and everything was good. Nobody ran into me. I didn't swing into the shoal over there, but it's fairly sketchy. Take a look around here, see where I'm anchored. The other thing I did yesterday too was I saw this dune over here. I thought it was just a sand dune. I wasn't even thinking that there was a dredging operation going on the other side of the over there on the beach side. And I was like, oh, this would be a great spot to anchor. I got some depth, and I got this dune on one side and houses on the other. I was like, this is gonna be great. Well, about 5 o'clock, when the barges and the boats started rolling over to this, what I thought was a sand dune, and I was like, oh crap, that's the pile from the dredge, or whatever they're doing out here. So for a good bit, I had boats just hauling by over here to park their boats and their barges and excavators. And then this morning, a big barge came by. That's what woke me up this morning, which was good because I was sound asleep and not even thinking about the sketchy anchorage that I'm anchored in. So that was nice to be woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning by the waves from that barge. But anyways, it's always a lesson learned when you're out sailing, especially on the ICW where it's narrow, it's shallow. But it's going to be a beautiful day. The sun's out. Going to pull up anchor here and head to Carolina Beach Marina. Alright, coming up on the Figure 8 Island swing bridge. I believe they open on the half hour. See if we can get them on the radio. Figure 8 Island Swing Bridge, Figure 8 Island Swing Bridge, Figure 8 Island Swing Bridge. This is southbound sailing vessel La Balise, southbound sailing vessel La Balise.
Figure 8 Island
You open on the half hour, correct?
Roger, gas mark at 04930.
Okay, that sounds good. I should be there just before that. Alright, kind of waiting this bridge out. Floating around here, drifting around. That's why you don't want to get here too early. It's not windy or anything, but it's still drifting me around a little bit. Should be about ready to open. say.
Yeah, you do too.
All right, so when I left this morning, we had a frost last night, so the deck was covered in frost, and it's obviously a little sketchy to be out there pulling up anchor and that. So there's always that, do you wait, let the sun come up, let it start heating up the deck, get rid of some of the frost, or do you just go? And this morning I decided just to wait, give that a little extra bit, sun to come up. But I hadn't planned the 2 swing bridges coming up. So I got to the first swing bridge. They are open on the hour and on the half hour, which is that one I just went through, the figure 8 swing bridge. And then the next swing bridge is 5 miles from here, at the Wrightsville swing bridge, and they only open on the hour. So I can't go 10 knots to get there in a half hour. So now I'm having to putz along. I'm trying to find the correct speed to get me there close to the hour. It's looking like it's going to be about 3 knots. So, you know, it sucks because I'm going to lose a half hour, but that's the way it goes. I don't have a time crunch. I just got to get to this marina at high tide because they said the entryway is a little sketchy. So it's no big deal for me. And I actually kind of like it because now I'm making a cup of coffee. I'll have something to eat. You know, give the engine a little rest, back it down, just let it putz along. I think 3 knots is going to do it. I'm still trying to find that. I backed down to 2.5, and that put me there past 11 o'clock. So, but Navionics will tell you when you chart your course out, and you know, it's give or take a little bit. So I'm doing 3. Let it settle down here. I'm doing 3.2 knots. This is going to put me a little too close. 10:50 a.m., 10:52. So I'll probably go up a little faster than that. And that's not a good speed for this boat. I got a little rattle in the drivetrain at that speed. So yeah, it looks like about 3.5 knots will get me to the Wrightsville swing bridge at 11 o'clock. So that's the disadvantage of waiting and not going when you knew you should go. But that's the way it is on the ICW. All right, going through the Wrightsville Beach Bridge. Had to wait a little bit because I didn't time it right this morning.